Welcome back, crafty friends. It's Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Al YouTube channel, and today I am back with a process video where I will be creating my very first traveler's notebook, and this one is a laminated pocket-sized traveler's notebook. I saw a tutorial video from LiveLoveScrap here on YouTube, and she goes over all the dimensions, all the scoring lines, everything in her video, so I probably won't say much when I'm doing that part. I will link her video below, and you know what, I'll also pop that up in the top right corner now. In today's video, this will be a two-part video, I believe. I am just going to create the cover. That's what you're going to see me do, and that's as far as I've gotten so far. And then in a couple days, I will share the process video of how I created my little notebooks inside. For my traveler's notebook, I used the Fly Away With Me paper pad from Michaels. It's one of their new hot buy paper pads. I shared a flip through of that paper pad recently, so I'll link that video below if you're interested in seeing the papers. But what I did, since the paper was only single-sided, I made the cover out of one pattern, and on the inside I just put some little pieces of a different pattern, and on that it has the gold foil words, so I ended up using gold foil elastic cord. I thought that tied it all together, and in the front there are gold foil lines as well. So let's go ahead and get started. Here's a look at some of the items I used to create my traveler's notebook. I picked up some gold elastic cording at Hobby Lobby and some darning needles from Walmart. Next is my 1/8 inch hole punch. The papers that I'm using today are from the Fly Me Away collection, which is a new hot buy pad at Michaels. And then I used my Scotch thermal laminator and these 8.5 by 11 pouches. The first thing I did was choose the papers that I was going to use for my traveler's notebook. I chose some papers because I thought they might make cute cut-aparts and accents, and others I chose for the cover. Once I had my papers chosen, I cut the outside cover paper down to 5.5 by 11, and then the part I wanted to decorate, the inside of the traveler's notebook, I cut it to 5.25 inches tall, and I just left it at 12 inches wide. One thing that I did have to adjust for my traveler's notebook were the score measurements. I didn't have the same scoreboard as the original creator, so I couldn't do like the 8.25 inch scores and the 9 inch scores because mine only has rulers that go up to 6 inches, so I just figured those out and made the score marks where needed. I wanted a little decoration on the inside, but since my paper was not double-sided, I just cut these small strips to decorate the inside, and I did measure it and leaving just a little white border around the edges so it would seal better in the laminating pouch. Before I laminate my cover, I need to make my marks and do my punches for where the cord will go for the binding. I did forget before I laminated it to punch the hole for the elastic that goes around the traveler's notebook, so later you'll see me do that. And now it is time to pull out my handy Scotch brand laminator. This thing is so handy and so economical. I did use the 5mm setting for my traveler's notebook cover, and once it comes out, I just rough cut it and then send it back through the opposite way. This helped seal the edges better, and the first time it came out a little curled, so this helps kind of flatten it out. Like I mentioned before, I forgot to punch the cover hole before laminating it, so I just did that real quickly and then re-punched the binding holes. When I do the final close trim of the lamination, there is always kind of a little bubble right outside the edge of the paper. I did try to cut just right on the other side of that so the lamination would stay sealed as good as possible, but it is kind of stuck to the paper also, so even if it comes apart a little, I think we'll be okay. Once I had the cover trimmed out and the corners rounded, I went ahead and just folded the cover on each of those score lines that I had made earlier. For my binding today, I'm going to be using this gold elastic cord that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I actually found this in the Christmas crafts section, and I'm so glad I did because I could not find any other elastic cording there. If you know where that's at Hobby Lobby, leave that in the description box below. Not only did I have a heck of a time finding the end of this elastic cord, it is also pretty hard to thread through the needle even though I got darning needles. So on LiveLoveScrap's video, she gives a tip to use some tape on the end of that to help pull it through the needle. I had such a fun time making this cover, and I cannot wait to make more of these. I would have to say that threading the binding correctly and getting it all adjusted was probably the hardest part of the whole thing. So I look forward to not only finishing the inside on another video, but making some more of these. The last thing that I'll be doing in today's video is making the elastic band that holds the traveler's notebook closed. Now, LiveLoveScrap suggested maybe waiting to do this until your books were in, and I think next time that I probably will, because I thought I had this too loose, but who knows once the notebooks are in. But for now, I just went ahead and left it like it was. So now I have got my cover done, and I'm going to stop the video for here today. I will be posting another video shortly that shows how I create the inside notebooks. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. As always, if you're already a subscriber, thank you for stopping back by. If this is your first time to my channel, I hope that you will hit the subscribe button below so you know when I upload more videos. And again, I have linked the original creator's video below. I hope you'll go check out her video. I know she has lots more great traveler's notebook tutorials, so I hope you'll go there. And I will see you again soon. I hope you're having a crafty day. Bye-bye.